Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 7.4.5 Ebb and Flow Intercept and Hard Knock Live. This is going to start with the Shang Chi at the beginning and it's going to end with Hulk Ragnarok. The nodes are going to be Ebb and Flow Intercept, so you will have to intercept the opponent for him to take 100% attack and your damage will be increased by 40% for 12 seconds. Once that is done, there will be a protection that will be coming back on the defender, reducing the incoming attack by 60%. Apart from that, there is evolutionary advantage to bring in your mutant champions that have easy access to bleed, armor break or concussion, because whenever you will apply one of those debuffs on the opponent as a mutant attacker, you will get a fury increasing your attack by 70%. And there is hard knock life as well, so every time you will do a parry, you will get a disorient on you that will reduce your ability accuracy by 20% for 15 seconds, and that stacks on top of each other. So try to use champions that are not affected by ability accuracy. So for example, your Apocalypse, because immune to disorient. Archangel cannot ability accuracy cannot be reduced, so does Old Man Logan. Another one, Magneto, is good against metal champions, so try to use them. And special burst lockdown is whenever defender will activate a special attack, the attackers will be inflicted with a heat block and an armor break for 10 seconds. So the defender that the boss we're gonna go against is going to be a Namor, so more on him later in the video. And these are your suicide and non-suicide setups. I'm gonna go with a non-suicide setup, so have a look at that guys, and let's jump into the path. But before we do, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot. So the first fight is going to be against the Shang Chi, and I'm going to bring in a Strife here. I've brought in the trinity of Cable, Apocalypse and Strife with me, so I'm going to use them for this part. This is the only fight I'm going to use Strife for, but yeah, you can use him. You can do easy intercepts with him and with his SP1, so that's also really helpful here. And with the extra damage with Apocalypse, you should be able to bring Shang-Chi down easily. His special 1 and 2 are easily raidable, so it's not really of a difficult fight. Just try to take him to a corner so you can intercept him, and once you have that concussion up on the opponent, then you will get extra damage as well, so that should help you out. The next defender is going to be a Spidergwen. Now she is going to be a very annoying fight because she will evade a lot after you get like 15-20 hits in, and she will really annoy you with all of those imades and retaliate back and do a lot of damage. I hate facing her, so you'll notice even with an Apocalypse I will struggle a little bit, but because I brought in a synergy with Strife and also Cable, I will be able to bring her down, like literally brute force her with an SP2. But if you don't have Apocalypse, then I would suggest you an Archangel is a good option, or also Strife is a good option because the medium attacks are not going to be missed. If not, then the easy way is to just parry her and then only hit her in the stun, because during stun she cannot evade. If not, you can also bring in a Corvus, somebody that crits through the block, or some slow champion like Shang Chi will also work. I am just using all mutant champions, but you can also bring in a counter for Spidergwen as well. So it's upon you guys. Next defender is going to be a Ronin. Now I am using a Cable here, but I will not recommend it because I am just trying to use him because he's just there dead on my team as a synergy champ. So I'm trying to use him, but with Ronin, be careful about the stance changes, because one of his stance he will not be parried, he will purify it, so he will attack you and his criticals hurt really bad. I think that happens to me and I die here once with Cable and I bring in another champion to kill him. All in all, not really a difficult champion to deal with, but again, if he clips you, he's gonna do a lot of damage. You can use Cable's SP2 because you will get that concussion on the defender and that will give you extra damage with the Fury, so that helps you. And apart from that, SP1 and SP2 can be easily evaded, so literally any champion can do that. If you have a Apocalypse and Strife, or if you have Apocalypse or Cable, just you can use Apocalypse for the whole path. I am just using different champions to show you different ways you can counter this path. So I hope that helps, guys. I'll see you on the next fight. Next one is going to be a Thor Jane Foster. She is a metal champion, so Magneto will work well here. Now with Magneto, he will magnetize Thor Jane Foster, and whenever you will parry, the chance of you getting a disorient on you would be reduced, so your ability accuracy will stay intact, while Thor Jane Foster's ability accuracy will be reduced by 85% with those magnetized. And also I run 3x3 petrify, so that's 100% reduced. All you need to do is to build up to 40 prowess charges, throw an SP3 and make sure the protection is down before you do that, so you will be able to kill the opponent in one SP3 only. Again, other champions that work are also there. I've just used a Magneto because it's the most easier option, and it also goes with the mutant team with evolutionary advantage, so that helps you out, helps me out, guys. This is going to be your most annoying fight in the path. This is where you might lose a champion or two. That is going to be against the Nick Fury. Firstly, because he's annoying on his own regard, is to bring him down from his first life, and then when the LMD is broken, his damage taken is reduced because of protection. So you are not only are forced to intercept him, you have to like really save up your specials, and also if you let him throw a lot of SP1s, he's gonna go unblockable, and that is gonna become more annoying. So I would highly suggest you, one, only go with a mutant champion. Secondly, parry him a lot so the tactical charges are not there, and you will have to intercept him. Keep him to an SP2 and keep him to a corner just before he gets 1 bar of power. Just swipe back and just use that to your advantage to do intercept, and then always try to push him to an SP2 because the SP1 can create problems for you. I've used an Archangel here. My strategy was to bring him down to 0 and have an SP3 ready, and as soon as his LMD is destroyed, I will use an SP3 to put a neurotoxin on him and stop him from healing. I kinda succeeded in that strategy, but he did get back 60 to 70% of his health, but that's okay. I was able to bring him down only with Archangel. You can also use an Apocalypse for that. You can also use a synergy of Magneto with magic if you want to bring that in. That also helps, and other champions will work also. It's just an annoying fight and a long one, and he gets really difficult after his LMD is destroyed and becomes stun immune. So that is the phase that is going to cause you problems. So I hope this helps you guys, but I've just used an Archangel. He's saving an SP3, and as soon as he gets his LMD is destroyed and he starts getting to full health, I will use an SP3 to just not give him too much of a health just right here. So I hope this strategy helps you out, guys. Let me know in the comment section, how did you manage with this Nick Fury? And the last defender is going to be a Hulk Ragnarok. My choice is going to be Magneto again because of his affinity with metal and not being able to worry about all of those disorients. Again, there are certain champions that you can use where you don't need to worry about disorients. So first one is going to be an Apocalypse because he becomes immune, so you don't need to worry that your parries will not stick because of ability accuracy. Another one you can use is Archangel. His ability accuracy cannot be reduced. Same goes with Old Man Logan. His ability accuracy cannot be reduced, and you can also use Magneto against metal champions. So if you have these 4 champions, you can pretty much run the whole path without worrying about not being able to parry. So having said that, again, simply I will just build up to 40 prowess charges, and then I'll make sure that I've already intercepted him beforehand, so the protection is down when I use an SP3, so he takes full damage, and you should be able to bring him down. The boss is going to be a Namor, who is a relatively easy fight here. There's only one node you need to care about, that is going to be Crisis of Opportunity. So whenever there is the cooldown expires, you will either get a degen on you or you will get a fury, depending if you're using a special attack at the point of cooldown. So as you notice, there's a cooldown icon just beside the power gain. I'm gonna throw a special right here and I'm gonna get a fury on myself. That fury can help me kill Namor much faster, but if I'm not able to throw a special, that will happen once or twice in the fight, that will give me a degen and that might kill me off. Apart from that, it's a pretty simple Namor fight. Just have to take care about his Imperious Rex when he gets those 30 raid charges. Just have an SP1 ready if you're using a Guillotine 2099 and that should do the work. The other node is going to be Biohazard. With Biohazard, you have to bring in a champion that is bleed and or poison immune, or you can use champion somebody like Ghost that can convert all of those debuffs into his furies, so that can also help. And the last one is going to be aggressive, so he's going to be more aggressive than usual, so he's going to charge into you a lot, so just be wary about that. And finally, there is powerful from afar, so when you're away from him, he's going to get a permanent power gain. When you're close to him, he's going to remove that power gain from him, so that might be a bit tricky. When he gets Imperious Rex, that might push him to an SP3, so just be wary about that. Just throw your specials when the cooldown is about to expire, just like that, and you will get a fury and you should be able to kill Namor down easily. One of the easier bosses of 7.4.5. So I hope this helps, guys. If it did, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot and helps me grow the channel. And apart from that, guys, I hope you all have an amazing day and I'll see you next time.